back, and let's talk about what I'm working on over here. Okay, so this particular character, the one I'm making here, with the beautiful funky old pop head, turny. Anyways, and yes, it does go 360. I'm sorry, it does. And it's kind of in that vibe. We have a nurse's hat, or at least close enough, right? It is going to be sewed to her head, and this is the gauze that we wrap around her head. So here, I'm just gonna do a little wrapping. Let's put you in the light here. We're gonna leave this probably down here. So we have a little bit hanging off the back, and we're gonna end up going around and around. However, I haven't completely decided, and yes, it is gonna be sewed into place just to, okay, and so that gives you a rough idea of what I'm going for. And I did find my fabric, my medium for fabric paints. So I have this mix. I put it in with a regular acrylic, and it turns it into fabric paint, which is going to come in handy for all the blood I have to throw at her. So yeah, she's coming along lovely, and I'm just going to put her away because I am just seeing how much more I have to do. Alright, let's talk about the yarn I'm using to make this gauze. This here is a sweater. My mom made a sweater many years ago, and it didn't do well. It is made out of more like washcloth material. Cotton. It is cotton, which is fine. And it got stuck in a flood, and it did not survive. So she was just going to toss it, and I asked her just to maybe let me have the yarn from it. And I'm so glad she did, because now I can use it for this project, right? And we're just doing loose little double crochets to make up this bandage. So I've been working on this one off and on. Give myself like 10 minutes at a time. Got 2. And as you can see, this is torn, it is ripped up, it is thinned out in spots. It's exactly what I wanted. I will be using the rest to make into cleaning cloths. And if they're torn and they're ripped up, it's quite alright. But I would like to get the full amount of usage out of this as we possibly can. And this part's going on a doll. You're gonna come on out. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. One more. And I'm getting kind of weird on the end with where I put my stitch. So please realize that I am purposely doing that. So sometimes I'll be going through here. Sometimes I'm around it. And I keep switching it up and changing it depending on how that stitch feels to me every time. So this is not a pattern. This is definitely a by feel situation. We're going to run that through this way. We're going to put this in through here. Okay. And I want this to go through to the other side. So we're going to go like that. I'm going to go like that. And that's just going to secure it down a little bit more. And then I'm going to do one over here. I think on the last one is maybe the best spot. There we go. And this one I'm definitely going to have to go through, I think. I think I want to go through here. And I'm going to go through this loop right there. So I will be attacking it with my needles and stuff to make it a little bit more worn down. Because this game takes place in a weird reality where everything is disintegrating, everything is dark, there's blood all over, there's violence. It's just a god-awful game, and I love it. It's one of my favorite games. super scary. Like, it really is quite frightening. Simply because at the time when the game came out many moons ago, and there is a remake, or sorry, they renewed it. I'll call it a renewal. And the thing that got me with this game was if you played it in the dark, you'd see extra shadows and extra things moving around that shouldn't be. So that would mess with your perception. If you were listening to it all alone in the dark with your headphones on, you would hear extra whisperings that sound like somebody's whispering right to you. So I'm just trying to keep that whole feeling with this particular toy. Seems kind of like a weird choice, but my son decided to try it, and he decided that he really likes it, and it's kind of, it is very unique. So I figured I got inspired when I saw somebody else do their own version, and I was like, okay, you know what, I want to do my own version, and we'll see how that goes off the screen. So that's where we're at with this one. Now, my thumb is really big right now. There we go. And not yet another row. I don't see this one taking me very long. I mean, it's just 4 stitches. I'll probably have it done by the end of this video and have it long enough to do what I want it to do. Then I come up with the fun part of roughing it up. Can't go wrong with that, right? Huh. And for there. And let's just sneak on through. Okay. Chain 2. Flip it over. Maybe push that back up. That'd be great. But yeah, these will definitely make good cleaning cloths, this particular material, and I have quite a bit of it, so I thought this would be a great way to use some of it, and I am very right and very happy with it, especially considering some of it's already stained. It's got some bit of stains from water damage and whatnot. Oh, here's the other end of that. Sorry, I'm just going to grab this other end. Oh, I just ripped right off. Well, we're not keeping that. See, it just tears. Okay. So definitely fragile. Definitely have to be very mindful of the fragility of this cotton. Okay, we're going to just do a nice little knot here. And because I want it messy, I don't care if the knot is hidden. I'm not trying to hide it. Oh, goodness. Let's hope that doesn't break anymore. Okay, that's about as tight as I can get that. So we are going to get my finger in the way again. 1, 2, and a few more little rows. And I should have enough of this then, right? I hope so. One and 2. And down there. Over here. Over there. And let's do one that goes right through. Okay. I'm just going to roll this up because it's twisting on me, and it's really making quite the movement here. Really fun. Really fun. Okay, so we're just going to roll up this bad boy. See how some of it's just like sticking out. So we already got some damage to it, which is exactly what we were going for, because this is coming from a damaged dimension. And we'll just continue rolling that up, just so I can have a better idea of how much is actually there. Oh, this is getting pretty big. Okay, almost there, and that is about where I'm at. So that's a pretty good sized amount. I need more. Because I mean, if I have to go over her head and around and all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna want some extra, I think. And then I gotta sew it on, because it's not just gonna sit there, right? It's gotta be sewn into place. And I also have to put blood all over it and other stainy objects, colors, browns, reds, maybe some gray, just to really rough up the piece. And totally intentional. Okay, 1, 2. So it is always about the details. To make the character, you can do all the broadness, but it's the tiny details that really transport your character from decent to amazing. And I'm still figuring that out. Absolutely. 2. And around again. And around again. And 1 more. 1, 2. One, 3, and 4. There we go. And a little bit more of this. So yeah, I've got a lot of that to go through. So this won't be the only time you see me playing with this stuff. And the next set will definitely be probably teaming up with some of my other cottons, so then I can have a little bit more thicker. I've got to do some sort of wall washing soon, so I'm going to want something that's a bit thicker and a little more burly, because I really need to get up high. And that is on my to-do list. My never-ending giant to-do list. And that's like a lot of other people, so I'm not worried about it. I get 2 pieces of it at a time. Okay, a little bit more. And through. There we go. Looking amazing. Okay. I think I'm getting pretty close to where I would want it. But you'll have to come back another time to see how she looks, because I do have to do a few more steps before I can actually start finishing her. But I'm close. I'm doing very, very well with her. My son was trying to guess who the character would be, and he can't guess, so I'm absolutely delighted, because it's going to be a big surprise. And who doesn't want a surprise on their birthday? I'm sure there's somebody. But anyway, I don't know them, so not my problem. Ooh, sassy. Anyhow, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box today, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!